Terra Prisma. So as this fight lingers on in the background, let me tell you about an alternate route that I could have taken at this point in the game, which is feasible. You would just need to have a certain skill level. So, for example, what I could have done here is I could have immediately moved on to Duke Fishron. If I could have taken down and farmed out Duke Fishron, I would have had access to Fishron's wings, which make the second half of this fight a lot easier. Because Fishron wings come with such a great speed bonus, it makes avoiding a lot of the attacks in the second phase a lot more achievable, and if you can end up taking down the boss using those wings and a Sanguine Staff, you'll then unlock the Soaring Insignia. The Soaring Insignia makes a huge difference to how you can fly around in Terraria, and once you've got that, defeating the Empress of Light during the daytime is 100% doable, and trust me, people will find ways to do it even easier than that. And if you can get a Terra Prisma, the run is essentially over at this point. I wanted to bring this up even though I didn't take that route, because it just shows the level of options that you have with the summoning class. And I love that if you have the skill set for it, you can play Terraria in a completely different way. I think that is so cool. So after my defeat to the Empress of Light, I decided to make some of those upgrades I mentioned. I ended up getting the Master Ninja gear, and I also made a new set of wings to help me out. But then I decided to enter Golem's Temple. And the reason I did this is because I wanted some of the fragments for a solar eclipse. Now, of course, a solar eclipse can happen at any time, but if you get those fragments, you can speed up that process by quite a bit. Now, the reason I'm doing this is to get a hold of a brand new summoning weapon, well, new to me in this run, which is the Sphere Staff. So all you have to do is kill deadly spheres during a solar eclipse, and you have the chance of getting one. And after 2 or 3 deadly spheres, I got myself a Sphere Staff. So the reason I decided to get the Sphere Staff at this point is not for the Empress of Light, because the Sphere Staff doesn't really have the range or aggression required for this. The reason I decided to get it was hopefully to use it against the Pump Kings. If I could take down a Pump King and get myself a Raven Staff, that would make the Empress of Light fight a lot easier, because the Raven Staff deals out a really high amount of damage.